Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our bi-weekly Sunday night game of Legacy of the Kingman Stones. Now, before I hand this off to Josh and we jump into tonight's episode, I do want to give my typical shout-outs, as I always do. First and foremost is Roll20, which will, the map you see in the middle of your screen, allows us to share battle maps, locations, artwork, anything we want to share with the players as well as our viewers. A few of those miniatures there you see in the middle of that tavern room or whatever room we seem to be hiding in are brought to you through Hero Forge. Allows you to create custom miniatures anywhere from the typical 23mm all the way up to 6 inches if you just want a statuette. You can have those sent to your house, or you can pay for the program if you have a 3D printer at home, or if you want to subscribe to them, you can also use them and make digital versions that you can use in digital games for games such as Roll20 games, Fantasy Grounds, as well as Foundry. Also, another shout out is to GUI Cube. They just finished a rather large Kickstarter not too long ago. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, they are I want to say 5th edition-ish type world that's been created years ago by the creators and has been expanded upon over the last several years by the community, such as myself and others. Let's see, if you're also watching us on, we'll deal with Twitch here in a minute, but we have some actual sponsors. First sponsor we have is W Energy. They are a good manufacturing practice certified product formulated to give you focus without jitters or crash. It has no calories, no sugar, and no fillers. If you use the code ROLLHITDIE at checkout, you can get 10% off your purchase, and you can find them at w.gg. Our other sponsor is Humble Bundle. They are a website that sells games, ebooks, software, and other digital products. Their mission is to support charity while providing you with awesome content. So if you use the same code ROLLHITDIE, it'll let them know where you heard about them from. If you're watching us on Twitch, we have a few things to consider. First and foremost, we have down in our little bio 2 links. One is for Extra Life and one is for Roll Hit Die. Now, the link for Extra Life takes you to the website that allows you to give money to the Children's Miracle Network as well as the children's hospitals at any point in time throughout the year when you can and when you'd like to. The website, of course, has got a shop in it if you just want to, support some of the swag from Roll Hit Die. You can go into the shop and you can get rugs, koozie covers, t-shirts, all sorts of things in there that's got anywhere from the symbols at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen to phrases, pictures, and other things that may have come from previous games, such as our Kindred of Savannah game, our Mutants and Masterminds game. We haven't got anything yet for our tour game, but you never know. Keep checking it out, and eventually there may be something there. Let's see. Oh, last but not least, if you're watching us on Twitch, this is a D&D game. There's a chaos bubble at the bottom of the screen next to your chat bar. Pardon me. Longer you watch us communicate and chat, and of course I've found out that if you have a watch streak, if you've watched a certain number of our programs in a row, you can actually gain points that way as well. Well, those points can be spent to cause chaos in any of our D&D style games, such as this one or the new one we have on Saturday nights. So click those points, collect them, and spend them to help out the players or help out the GM, either way. I think that's it as far as my announcements are concerned. So as of right now, I think I'll just hand it off to you, Josh.
Yes. Like he said, my name is Josh. I will be the dungeon master for this motley crew. So there's been a whole lot that's went on since the last time we played. Before we get into that, let's introduce all the players real quick. Unfortunately, Sarah had some personal issues and couldn't join tonight. So I will be lamming her if need be. And Marcus, if he should be joining, I hope he joins here soon, and we'll get to him in a moment. But the players that we do have tonight, first off, we have Dan. You want to introduce your character and who you're playing tonight?
All right, that'd be me. I am Dan, also known as Shadow Gar in some of the social media, such as some Facebooks and some Twitter or X or whatever it's called now. The social media game formerly known as Twitter. Tonight I am continuing on my adventures with one Krill, who is has shown a few things to people that might hint at what he is, but those are from behind the scenes. Um, he's got the ability to change his shape. Any spellcaster can do that. He's a scion slash monk, and he's got some secrets, but we'll see if they come out during the actual live play.
Yes, yes, yes. Next in line, we have Mr. Scott.
Hello. I am playing Reggie, the rogue. Everyone thinks he's a rogue, and he is, but he casts a lot of magic too. And the GM tries to screw him every freaking week. So every 2 weeks.
I mean, at least he's got to buy you dinner first, right?
And he didn't do that either this time. But he's in finding out how evil Camilla and Krill are, which is a very fun thing.
How evil Krill is. What Krill do? Krill got captured keeping you alive.
He still went to go help me kill somebody.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not evil if you're trying to help out a friend, is it?
Not in Thunk's opinion.
Neil is just drawn that way.
All right. Moving on. Next in line, we have the Goon for Life,
Thunk
non-sexy
is
Robert.
here. Thunk is tired, but Thunk is here.
Dunk is a barbarian fighter. What's his? Warhawk. Yeah, he's the one that's got the 36 strength.
Man,
Jeez.
Every level it goes up.
that almost
I
matches
know.
my AC.
Golly. Yeah. Next in line,
He's
we
only
have.
got 25 HP.
Thank God. Anyway, next in line, we have Sexy Robert.
Hello, I'm Robert, and tonight I'm going to be playing Rigbeer, the healer of Kalor.
Wait a minute.
And he will be accompanied by his stalwart loyal friend, Starstrider. A dog. Yes.
Right.
Now, wait a minute. Rigbeer is a healer of Palor. Is
Yeah.
that all Rigbeer is?
He's also a sorcerer and a saint. But
But what's
he's an imp.
That's what I was looking for.
He's an imp. Now,
He's
imps
a reformed imp.
imps are devils, not demons, so they're separate. They're
Right.
different. The equivalent to that would be what do they call the Drugar or the
The
say again?
closets would be the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
closet is the demonic.
Version.
Familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't have wings.
Right. Next in line we have Caleb.
Hello. I am going to be playing my character Balon tonight, and he's been a little distant from everyone. Nobody's really seen much of him recently since the last game.
Yeet the
There is-
paladin.
There is a reason for that though.
Yep, he's
He's been meditating.
you could say that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that answer. That sounds like a good answer. So, last game. We left off with actually, does anybody I can't remember where exactly did we leave off? There's been so much that's happened.
Well, we finished.
That's a good question.
We kicked the Iron Sacrament out of their temple,
That's right.
and it was destroyed by the end.
Right. So
And yeah,
so
so that's where we left off.
yeah, we jumped a month.
Yeah, since
in the
then, there's
future.
been a lot of things that's happened.
There's been a lot of stuff happen. Last game, Caleb claimed a second Kingsman Stone.
Mhm.
And through
And
that second
warned him
Kings,
about it.
yeah, he was warned by more than one person about that. And over the course of the last month, he's been having to deal with these two other personalities in his head, pulling him in two different directions. We've also had a little bit of guild drama that's happened. The Assassin's Guild was quote unquote destroyed, or at least Marianne's, which is where the guild, that's what they call it. It's one of the guild halls, was destroyed. The reason for that is there was a bunch of guild missions for the Assassin's Guild,
Did you enjoy your chicken?
specifically targeting Shadow Grove Bay, the leadership, things like that.
And you know, they Marianne's was destroyed after Camille found out about what they were going to do to the leadership of the town. Could it be coincidence? Who knows?
And stuff happened with that with Reggie and Marianne, which was the leader there. We've had people sail across the ocean to different countries to complete missions. You found out a great deal about the Iron Sacrament, what's going on, especially with Stormborough. Stormborough has now officially 100% merged with the Abyss, and bigger and stronger demons are starting to come through. There is that. There is the events that happened at the Apex Mining Company. Well, that lack thereof. That was supposed to have been like a dungeon, but nobody done it. They seen that there was a bunch of demons, these psychic demons, that were there, and said, "Well, that's what happened to that area in GTFO."
We satisfied the contract.
That is technically the contract was satisfied. Yes, you have that. We had guild members that got captured and were housed in Shadow Grove. In Stormborough, and managed to get themselves out without having to be rescued. The leader, the Iron Sacrament leader in Stormborough, was assassinated. Reggie done that. He assassinated him.
Is there any proof
Camille
of that?
may have gotten his head.
Was there any actual proof that Reggie was the one behind that? Just asking for a friend.
Oh no, Reggie is not involved whatsoever. If you ask anyone, and Camille is not telling how she happened to get his head.
True, it's true.
And why she got it turned into a magic item.
You never see Reggie assassinating anyone, and that's not even because of the sea invisibility or invisibility. He always changes his form.
Yes.
And Krill was even there, and Krill didn't witness it, so.
No, because you guys were separated at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was across a courtyard, and shit was happening with you, and then whatever happened over there, and then you get captured.
I hate hell dogs. They all should be neutered.
There was demons in the forest that got defeated. There was they went to create siege equipment for the upcoming battles that are getting ready to happen, are going to be happening in the future. Unfortunately, they didn't get all the siege equipment created. They got about half of what they were wanting, really, built. But they came across a Iron Sacrament Ogre Empire army that they discovered. It messed their plans up there. They kind of held them off until they were able to teleport all the equipment away. Unfortunately, during that, they lost. How do you say the character's name? Is Droder? Is that how you say his name?
Drodar. Yeah.
Drodar. Unfortunately, dies during the process of this. The only thing that came through was his head, and that's it.
Well, no, the siege engine did too.
Well, yeah, that came through, but the only thing that, there was no body.
See, the siege engine and his head.
Right, came through, but that's it. They found out through the help of the captains, they found out that the Ogre Empire apparently has some dealings with what's going on with the Iron Sacrament and the demons. They don't know if there's an alliance, but there's a lot of stuff that's kind of focusing that, like, it possibly could be them. could be an alliance going on. They fought, engaged a fleet in open water. They managed to sink most of them, capture some. They got paperwork there where they were sailing to in the Hopeless Reef. So they know at least an idea of where their main base of operation may be. They know that now. So there's been
We
a
also
whole...
saved. We also saved the wife of a nobleman
Correct.
from
Yes.
Storm Arrow, and
Right.
got property and ships for the guild.
Correct. So there's, a lot, like I said, a lot has happened. A lot has happened since the last game over the course of a month. In game terms, over the course of a month, a lot has happened. Okay? So, we are picking up the game. Yesterday is when all the stuff happened with the siege equipment and all that came through. The stuff that happened with Mary Ann's and things, we're going to say happened the day before also. So there's a lot kind of all happening at once. So everyone's here. This is the main guild hall in Shadow Grove Bay. Of course, this is Camille's office area here. The only side note here is, I know, my girlfriend Ariane, she's decided to stop playing and pull out. So I didn't want her character to go to waste. Arzia, Broadstitch is her character's name, is now the new council member that took the Iron Sacrament character's place. Not the mayor's place, is the other one. So she is now... So the guild actually does now have some say in physically what happens in the city now, where she is a council member. Just because I just didn't want the character to go to waste. So, but that's where we're at. The council and Lord Sambridge and his main crew are headed to the guild, along with Ziggs, the Immortal, the leader of the Immortals. They're going to be
named Knight Commander.
Right, he has been named Knight Commander and head of the army. The group that we're forming here, they're actually headed to the guild hall. So we're going to pick up, where everyone has just reached, came into this room here. Everyone's kind of presenting like this is what's going on, this is what's happening over the course of the past month, which most everyone knows what's happened, but that's where we're sitting. So, we'll fade in. The guild's kind of sitting around. It's been a hard month for some people, especially people like Reggie and Krill. It's definitely Naofi. Been a pretty hard month, considering
Rufus is here.
the damn camel.
Yep, he's here.
He's here. Where's he at? He's outside. Oh, you're outside, Kale.
Am I?
Yeah, you're... Where are you at? Are you outside or inside? There's 2 tokens here.
Oh. Sorry. I thought that's where everybody was.
No.
Couldn't get rid of that one.
Which one? The one on the outside?
Here.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And we also made a very
Circle
important
just
stew.
punch it.
Yes. The stew. It's a stew that kobolds enjoy.
Yeah, the cobalt stew, yeah.
Right. Made out of cat.
Ooh.
Well, no, the one for the young kobolds.
Gotcha. The one. Okay, that's another thing that's happening. The baby kobolds that you guys were fostering, they are. Robert, do you want to describe it?
Yeah, they were rambunctious and kept drawing that symbol of Orcus around on things. And so we got a stew, an old recipe that purged them of the taint.
Right. But that's where we're sitting now, and we'll fade in, so you guys can start interacting, bringing.
Covenant is there protecting Camille, and her puppy Oscar and her pseudo dragon Riley are also in attendance
Gotcha.
as everyone comes in.
So you guys are discussing, what's been going on, who's been, well, the guild has gained several new ships for the fleet. There's been a lot going on.
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I will also say Dusk Store has become captain of one of those ships.
Okay. All right.
Because he actually... Oh, go on. I was just going to say, Store has ranks in Legendary Captain. Ranks, levels in Legendary Captain.
So you guys are sitting around, you're waiting for, Lord Sambridge and his crew and the council members, things like that to show up. After, about half hour or so, you guys kind of just sitting around waiting. There is a knock at your door.
Go away.
Gave it the office.
Covenant will open the door.
Gotcha. When you open it, you do see several members. You actually see the entire, basically, leadership of Shadow Grove Bay. So, that up, you will have, Lord Sambridge is there. You also see the magistrate, Mr. Federal Johnson. You see the sheriff, Rotham Broadbow. He's back from his visit to his family. Yolro.
A very convenient visit.
Yeah, very convenient. Yolro Razmit, which is the tax collector, main tax collector guy. And the last one is Winna Wildfingers, which is the guild page. She handles anything revolving around guilds, paperwork, things like that. She handles those kind of things. She's not affiliated with any guilds. They enter. Of course, Lord Sambridge moves over and, gives Camille, a peck on the cheek. He's, "That's lovely to see you, my dear. How is everyone on this afternoon?"
We're okay.
They have came, untethered with any kind of guards or anything like that. So it's just them that came in. Of course, the sheriff is, he is wearing his armor, weapons, things like that.
Right.
Now, everyone's coming in. They're kind of taking their seats, kind of milling around a little bit. There's another knock on the door. When the door's opened, it is the council members. So of course you have your guild member there. You've also got Colleen Bridgeton, which is the leader of the local Harper's chapter. You have Tholnick Melpeck, who's the head of the Black Dawn chapter here. He is not he's not leadership in the guild. He's the head of the chapter here in Shadow Grove. And of course you have Glancer Shadowgrove, which is the Warforged. He's the head of the Artisan Guild here. Of course they show up. They introduce themselves. They you know, things of that nature. It's introducing, shaking everybody's hands, things like that.
Right.
Um,
I'm sharing my
Oh.
Shadow Grove Bay NPC page, so you can all go look and see who is who.
And then last, finally, the door knocks, and when you open it, Ziggs comes through. Which is he's a kobold. He's 3.5 feet tall. He's wearing this black, slick, leather armor. He's got 2 daggers on his sides, a hood that comes up that he can easily pull up. It's got a thing that he can actually pull up over his mouth and stuff, and nose if need be, to kind of cover all you can see is his eyes if need be, but he's not right now. He does have a scar on his left cheek. He's wearing a lot of dark colors. He doesn't say much. He just kind of enters and slumps over into the corner and waits.
Camille gets a signal to Inton Vosh, who then casts Mage's Private Sanctum, which will prevent anyone from scrying on this room for 24 hours.
Okay. Once the spell is completed, Lord Sambridge finally speaks. He goes, "Welcome everyone, members of the Radiant Shadow, our town council members, to our newest member, of course. Of course, we have the local leadership here, and we have our newly appointed Knight Commander for our forces that will be forming. I welcome everyone coming in here. I wanted to have this meeting here because it seems as though this guild has Shadow Grove Bay at heart, the best interest at heart. Let's put it that way. But over the course of the past month, a lot has happened. A lot. We've learned of the location of the Iron Sacrament forces, or at least a good idea of where they are in the Hopeless Reef. We have reports that indicate that that the Ogre Empire has formed an alliance. There's nothing official, but everything we have points toward it. Stormborough is completely and totally overrun. And from what I gather is being merged with the Abyss itself.
Oh.
You could say that.
Wolfwall is under siege. And if it's not fallen, it will shortly. And I just heard last night that there is a Ogre Empire Iron Sacrament army not too far from Shadow Grove Bay. With that being said, we have a lot to discuss. What are we going to do?
Does that include the demon / Iron Sacrament army that is also traveling around out there?
That would be the
One led by that big ass Baylor. I can't remember.
Oh, yes. Yes, I apologize. I completely forgot about that one. Apparently,
I didn't.
we already knew that there was several demons in the Black Desert where King Omen's castle was. We learned
ogre airships heading to Hopeless Reef.
That's not good. None of this is good. Apparently, there was a force led by what did you call him? What was his name? The Bay. Apparently, it was a Baylor.
Oh yeah. He seemed awfully familiar. I can't remember who it was. It said who it was, but his name was. Give me a moment, trying to find it. All the conversations have been had since then. Is it? Was he the demon? No, that's something else.
It's the mighty. Hold on.
Yeah. I just gotta scroll to it. Oh, I'm probably looking in the wrong message. I need to be in this one. Because I was doing that mission with Sven, so there'd be two of us.
We're besieged on all sides.
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah, it starts with an A. I apologize for not being on the right page.
Just a second. I come almost to it here.
Oh, hell, I'm still in ship battles. Fuck.
Here it is. This guy.
Agdrel the Mighty.
Right. And as soon as that name gets said, everybody in here knows. Because that's the one that Ariane's character, which is Argel Broadhurst, she's the one that interacted with him originally. She goes, "Oh, Lord." Yes, he's the one that nearly crashed the airship when we were doing the survey mission with the Iron Sacrament. And Lord Sandberg says, yes, apparently he's leading a force and it was headed to Stormborough. It could possibly well be that since the leadership of the Iron Sacrament in Stormborough is gone, he could be taking leadership there. So, like Sir Balin just said, we are besieged on all sides. Question is, where do we place our pieces?
Some
Well-
nice beach somewhere away from all this shit.
Well, I mean, I think our first priority should be the defense of Stormborough.
Well,
We
we need to
we-
stop
we-
the merging, I think, is one of the first things to do.
We don't
we
have
all-
the resources to help anyone else.
Didn't Isaac have some sort of information on all that he gave you, Camille?
Hey, out of character, I'm sure you did about Stormborough.
Yeah, they've got a certain number of stones. The Sacrament leader does. That's how they're able
Yes.
to do this merge. And there's another stone that's unaccounted for that we might need to get our hands on.
Oh yeah, so you're talking about the Kingsman stones. Yes, the leader has 5 stones,
Oh, I perk up.
and there's one stone that is left. It is the black opal, and
Right.
it is the one from the Ogre Empire. And in the last time this occurred, they sided with those serving Orcus, and so that stone is corrupt. And is, as far as I know, it's unaccounted for.
Right.
Do we have any idea where to start looking for that one?
No. But I will say this: if the ogres have found it, one of their leaders may possess it, or briefly, even one of the demons may have it.
No offense to Thump, but I think ogres are probably easier to take out than demons.
Thunk only half, and they were painting Thunk's rear.
He's a half-breed, so they didn't... He was a second-class citizen.
So Thunk won't have no issues if we kill ogres.
And we're definitely not a second class here, says Camille.
Thunk not know. Thunk took out Demon real easy.
It depends upon the
How's it-
demon as I rub my ribs.
Remember under the cathedral?
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I
about the-
face this Adril fella, and yeah,
Ah,
he kicks pretty hard.
What about the other guilds? Are they aware of the situation?
Oh, you get
Yes.
any backup from any of them?
Has there been any word?
I'm assuming Camille, you and Lord Sambridge have told everybody's fully
Oh
aware.
yeah, yeah. Everyone is fully aware.
Yes, Lord Sambridge. Yes, all the other guilds know the situation with the Kingsman stones. Um, I have yet to release information that we have 3 holders of stones here in our presence.
I think that information needs to stay quiet.
Of
We-
course, everyone in this room can be trusted.
Say, we know that Camille has a stone. We know that Balin has a stone. Who else has got a stone?
Balin.
I have 2 stones.
Yes, that's not 3 wielders. It's one person wielding 2, so it's only 2 wielders. So I was curious if there was a third one that I didn't know about. This is Krill
Camille is
talking.
not saying anything.
Just know that they don't wish to speak and let it be known, that is fine. Just know that they are within our numbers here and can be trusted.
Sure.
Okay. Y'all, I hate to do this, but I am fading so fast. I've been up way too long today. I'm gonna have to drop.
It's fine.
Llama Thunk, if you need to, just tell me what happens.
Got you. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Good night, y'all.
Later.
Night.
All right.
That's fine. That's no problem. But anyway, so
I
Here- go ahead, Caleb.
I think our first and foremost priority should be the defense of Stormborough, and just, I don't know, just weather the storm. But I don't know.
Camille says we also have the army that is close by.
Yeah.
It is since they are close by. Camille stops and says, "Sir Balin, I agree with you. We need to deal with Stormbearer and whatever has happened at the Apex Mine. But with an army so close, I will let our esteemed military experts discuss this. But it seems that that army must be thwarted in some way, so that we will not get cut off. I would fear us sending people to Stormbarrow and then have our supply lines cut.
Reggie walks up and goes, Stormborrow, and then disappears into the shadows.
Well, I mean, we do have. Well, he was here. Reggie, I mean, any army you could cut off its head and it wouldn't be quite as effective, right?
True.
Maybe somebody can contract Reggie to kill the commander or whatever of this army.
Camille just kind of looks like, who, me?
How many forces can we muster, really?
I mean, the people in this room all can't fight an entire army, so we're definitely going to have to see what kind of numbers we've got.
Yeah. I'll look at the military guy, Josh. How many men can you muster?
I was muted. If you look at the sheriff, which is this guy right here,
Yeah.
if you look at him and say how many forces can we muster, he said if we're solely referring to, I'm only in control of the Shadow Grove Bay guard. And the guard itself, we have enough to defend Shadow Grove. I've got about 300 men, and I can call on at least 200 more from citizens. But I don't want to move them out of the city. I would prefer they stay to defend the city.
Oh, yes, I would agree with that.
Ziggs, the immortal, which is over here, perks up. I might be able to answer that. Being, knight commander, if you will, of this motley crew. The immortals we can muster here in Shadow Grove, we can muster 400 if need be from local areas. I can send word out. About 400 is what I could gather on a short notice. The Black Dawn, they've got more ships in the bay. They've got a small fleet of about 10 or so warships. They house anywhere between, depending on which ships we're talking about. I know the Wavebreaker houses at least 1,000 sailors on it. It's a ship of the line. It's got 120 guns. It can deploy a lot. The Black Dawn could probably deploy. He goes, I'm not sure, and he points at Tholnik Mulpek, which is the gnome, which is the head of the Black Dawn chapter. She points like, how many could you muster? He says, well, we could do. I would say, if need be, if we emptied the ships that we've got, caught in from places close by, we could probably muster around 2,000 to 2,500, possibly. Wow. But that would leave our ships bare bones, and that would leave little to no
skeleton crew.
Skeleton, beyond skeleton crews, basically the very bare minimums.
So when me and Krill went to that other city,
Shadowborough,
there was like 20 and 30,000 demons in the place.
See, I'm not seeing numbers matching up too well here.
Yeah, there's no way we can fight this fight. We might as well just run, or
well, that's not an option.
Go to another plane.
Would there be a way of getting people into destroyed portal that is connecting the two realms?
What are you referring to? This is Zig's place. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like sneaking in, or?
Well, Thunk has a rod that can destroy portals.
Zig goes, and you're just now telling us about this?
It's a recent acquisition. Within the last 24 hours. I was notified of it.
Convenient. Yes.
Yes. I see this as possibly a gift from the gods.
It's a possibility. Now, what does this do exactly? You said it destroys portals, but what exactly does it do?
Okay, Robert does not remember, so he will. Camille will point out to Eaton or somebody who can, or if Reggie is around, explain to everyone what the rod does. I don't remember.
Yes, let me pull up the statistics on the rod, and I can kind of go over it real quick here.
I don't know nothing about the rod. I didn't identify it.
Yeah. Where is it? The Portal Demolisher is what it's called. Looks like a small, sturdy rod of a small, sturdy rod or miniature portable ram. So it's gonna look like a small, sturdy rod. But it has devastating effects upon portals. The mere touch of the Portal Demolisher utterly destroys a portal. Fortitude DC 20 negates. A Portal Demolisher actually carried through a portal, intentionally or not, destroys it with no save allowed. Although the user reaches the other side before the portal is wrecked.
That's a one-way trip?
If you walk through. You don't have to do that. You can touch the portal with the rod, and the portal gets a save, of course, But if it fails to save, the portal's destroyed.
Does this include portals to the abyssal realm?
It portals, period.
And where was the main point where the demons are pouring from again?
Well, there
it
is.
Seems like Shadowborough is merging with the Hells.
Right.
Abyss.
Stormburrow is merging as merged with the Abyss itself. And everybody knows of the portal in the Black Desert where King Omen's castle is. Everybody knows of that one.
Right. Seems to me like that's where we need to go.
So
Again, taking out the portal is going to do what?
I mean,
20 or 30,000 demons against 5,000 humans means death.
Well, if there's a way to stop the merge, maybe the demons will be sent back to their own realm. But
that
is a big if, but still, I mean, if we could stem the flow, at least.
The flow is they're taking souls from people and making demons. The only way to stop that is to stop the machines they have. So we just sending more people to become demons.
Well, then again, I ask: is there a way to get into the city and destroy or sabotage these machines and possibly destroy the port?
Again, 20 to 30,000 demons in the city.
Not to mention hounds that can sniff
Yes.
people out.
I didn't see any of them.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I was a little late getting back.
So, I mean, right now, taking on that city is a losing proposition, in my opinion. I mean, I don't see a way to do it. Unless we, go contact all the other cities and let them bring their armies, because, sooner or later they're going to go after the other cities. This would be the time to contact the other cities and get a big army to come together.
That's not necessarily going to be a certainty, because, I mean, most cities are going to want to
cry like little bitches and want to stay all by themselves.
Yeah. Unity isn't going to be something I see happening personally.
Well, then, what do we need? I don't know how to stop demons from coming into. Even stopping this portal doesn't make any sense to me if it won't kill the demons that are already here. Because that kind of army is too powerful.
Ultimately, we have to kill Emmett Grimsbane and claim his Kingsman Stone.
Lord Sandbridge says, well, we do know that Gottburn was able to fend off the Night of Horrors. His city, they were able to fend it off. We know this for a fact.
Defending the city and attacking the city are two different things.
This is true. We've not had any word since what happened. We have no idea what's transpired there now.
Maybe is there any
all of my couriers have all been either not made it or met a horrible fate.
What if the city could be emptied?
What do you mean?
Draw the demons out so we can get inside, destroy the machines, destroy the portals. Make a diversion is what I'm saying.
We possibly could, but Lord Sanders says, but what of the people of Wolfwall? They're under siege right now.
You protect them.
You say forget them?
No, I said I'd rather go help Wolfwall. I don't see a way we can help the other place.
I mean, perhaps Wolfwall is the immediate concern. You're right.
Lord Sandbridge says, well, Zig says, but whoa, hold on a second. If we move and attack the sieging forces that are attacking Wolfwall, if we do that, that will leave our flank open.
I don't care.
I think the first thing is eliminate the army close by.
And that's the ogre army, right?
So would that work?
I mean, that would. We don't know the size of that force. We know it's large, but has anyone here ever fought an ogre before?
Yes.
I've had my experience.
They're 10 feet tall.
Yeah, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
They're as strong as a minimum of 2 men, full-grown men.
Well, we got a thunk, so we should be good.
That's true. We do have a thunk.
Now, given my knowledge of history, Josh,
Right?
the Ogre Empire has always been hostile to everyone, right?
Yes, everybody. This is something everybody knows.
So there's no negotiating with them.
Well, there is, but it's always, their side. Think Roman Empire. That is what I've modeled them after. Okay? They dress in like centurion armor. That's their outfits, how they dress. They fight like Romans. So they're throwing together like the big turtle formations with tower shields and spears. That's how they fight. They are well organized.
So how can we get the ogres fighting the demons? That's what we should be doing.
Well, the ogres have joined forces with them.
No, they're stupid. Get pissed off at the demons. I've never met a smart ogre. I mean, Camilla can talk to somebody and they'll want to drop their pants. She can do that to an ogre.
Yes, but there's more than just a few.
The only thing you have to do is find the leader and talk to them.
Noise.
Fly out there invisible or go through the astral plane, and you find whoever the leader is and
Lord Sandbridge, he strokes his beard. He's like, that is an idea.
So we could always take on the appearance or facade of Argdal, insult the leader of the ogres, and cause them to fight each other.
We could.
I mean, I can change into a demon and I cast the alter self spell and look like a demon.
What if
I can go
This is
insult.
Lord- this is Lord Sandbridge? What if we do a merchant vessel and send it to the Ogre Empire? And the group here deals. Maybe we go under a white flag and maybe we can set up diplomatic ties, if you will. We can try to talk to them that way. I'm not sure. There's. What do you think?
I mean, that seems like it could be an option.
Bill says, if you think they would listen, I would be more than happy to try to convince them
Have you ever
of the error in their way.
Have you ever dealt with a gray ogre before?
I have not.
She smiles just a little bit, only in their dreams.
The gray ogres are very narcissistic. They are very smug in their dealings with other races, other nations. Even
Emil
Mr.
silently contemplates Kanag Redcrest.
even Mr. Thunk here, he's a half ogre. He will tell you. He's told you guys many times that he was treated as a second-class citizen. And kicked out. He wasn't allowed to drink from their fountain of knowledge, that they call it. They are aggravating, to say the least. I don't know. I don't want to send the group, the Radiant Shadow to do this, and then their ship gets sunk halfway there because the Ogre Empire don't want to talk to anyone.
I mean, seems like we have a little choice. Either that, or we just go try to relieve the siege on, what was the name of that city? Wolf Wall.
Wolf
Wall.
Yeah.
I like the wolf wall.
Wolf Wall is the immediate, like, it's the immediate thing, but
Wolf Wall is this. If Wolf Wall is not dealt with, Wolf Wall will be overrun. I will tell you this. I'm not telling the group what to do or anything like that. You guys can choose and go any route you want. But if Wolf Wall is not handled this game, it will be overrun.
perhaps we should do.
But
we
if you
should assist-
choose to deal this all right, this is GM giving out what's going on here. If you choose to deal with Wolf Wall, the possibility you can save Wolf Wall. But if you commit to there, the stuff with the roaming army was going to get worse, and the stuff with Stormborough is going to get worse. Okay, so
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be consequences no matter what choice we make.
Right.
And the opportunity that we have with this ogre probably will be gone.
What do you mean?
Like, is it possible to do both? Like,
It is not. It is not.
like help Wolf Wall, then do the other one.
If you help Wolf Wall, you're going to be dealing with a siege army.
I mean, as much as I think going to talk to the Grey Ogre would be beneficial, but I don't think we could turn our back on Wolf Wall. So, how far away is it?
Wolf Wall.
And is it a city or is it like a town?
It's a small city.
Okay.
It's not like a huge city, but it is definitely a city. All right, I will pull up where everything is. Just a second. All right. So, Shadow Grove Bay's here.
All right.
Wolf Wall's here. The roaming army is right here, somewhere in this forest here. Okay. Stormborough is completely and totally overrun. The Baylor and his group, they've already made it to here, so you won't have to worry about them. Okay, so you're looking at this is going to be a 2-day trip. Okay.
Right.
Stormborough is only a full day's trip. So we're going to go. This is just, well, actually, it's a little less than a full day if you follow the road. If you follow the road, it's a lot less time. Stormborough, Wolf Wall, if you follow the road, the issue you get to with the road is it's super close to Stormborough.
What about Dustshire?
Dustshire, nobody knows anything about Dustshire, what's going on with it. But
Well, we have not been able to get up there.
Right. The reason being is you've got Wolf Wall in the way. And the siege army.
Wolf Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolfwall is the gateway to Dustshire.
And
So,
where
Camille will say, from what my agents have been able to tell me, and we do still have some agents embedded at Wolfwall,
right.
but it appears that the siege equipment is not designed for Wolfwall, but for Dustshire.
Since they're in the way.
Yes, Wolfwall is in the way, but if we can stop them there, it means we can rescue Dustwall.
I mean, that's a potential big ally.
Yeah. Dustshire and Gotburn are the two biggest cities in
The Guildlands.
in the Guildlands.
Godburn is pretty far away from everything.
Right. They are pretty far away, and they're safe. They've fended off, the Night of Terror. They did. They're pretty good distance from everybody, but for a fact they won.
Is it possible that they could bring their ships up this stream and help us relieve the siege with the ships?
It's called the Dead Brook. Is the name of the river.
Right.
You know what? I've not thought of that. So, I'm going to do a 50-50 roll. I need somebody to give me high or low.
So it was your idea.
I'm going to do high.
Okay, you want high.
Yes.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. It is deep enough for not the ship of the line, like the bigger ships.
Right, like frigates and stuff.
But yeah, galleys, stuff like that. The small to the smaller mediums would be able to travel.
Because instead of, how long would it take to sail up the stream? Would it be faster than 2 days?
Depending on the wind, but you got spells for that.
Because I was thinking maybe we could take a force of their ships upstream, use the ships to help,
break the siege.
Is the city like on the river
right?
Okay.
If you zoom in, you will see the reason why Wolfwall is a stubborn city to get through is there is a bridge, and it's created a bottleneck.
I mean, worse comes to worse, we could destroy the bridge.
That's the issue that the sieging army has. They've got to get across the bridge, break the gates down, and get into the city. That's the issue that they're having. And their siege equipment isn't built, like you said, they've been pelting the city with trebuchets and stuff like that, and they're just not wanting to lose as many men as they are. If they fully commit, which is what they're going to have to do, they're going to lose a lot of men.
Right.
They don't want to do that until they get the dust shower.
I have agents with a fair amount of explosives. They could probably get to the bridge to blow it, which would give us a little bit of time.
I'm gonna look toward the gnome guy. I was like, would you be willing to offer us some of your ships to help relieve Wolfwall?
He ponders. He goes, I could, out of the ships we have here, 5 could probably make the run. The other ones are just too big.
Right.
And Store actually will speak up at this point and say, or actually Camille will say, we also have ships that our guild owns, and we do have 2 medium ships that could make it up the river.
Because hopefully they won't be expecting an attack from the river. Ideally, with the ships and their cannons, we could hopefully get them to
Or at least drive them away.
target their siege engines, make them run.
Zig says, well, how about this? Why don't I go with the ships? Your forces, Black Dawn's forces, that should be enough to at least surprise this sieging army. It's a possibility we can break the siege with just those. If we do that, could you guys lead our ground forces into Stormborough? And we could do a two-pronged attack?
And Camille also just says, would you like me to have my agents blow the bridge? To give you a little bit more time to get to Wolf Wall.
That would be ideal.
Okay. So she will use the communicator and tell the people at Wolf Wall to go in and blow the bridge.
Gotcha. They explain to you that it's bad. People are starting to starve. It's bad.
It's a siege.
It's a siege.
Yeah. So they will go. They will. Remember, I think the lowest hide and move silently among them is 15.
Gotcha.
So,
Would it be better to wait to blow the bridge until we're like there getting them to attack? Because, or
well,
would it be
I was thinking this would give you more time. I'm trying to give the people that are going to sail up more time.
Right.
All right.
Because I think the Radiant Shadows are going to lead people over to Stormbarrow.
Yes.
All right. If the bridge is blown, Wolf Wall will not be overrun this game. Because the sieging army will have to build a siege bridge, if you will, to be able to get across
While they're being attacked.
while they're being attacked. So it's but you have slaves for stuff like that. So there's that.
And we could also just sail on up the stream to Dustshire afterwards as well. And
Now, did you say
how about with them?
those inside Wolf War are having issues with food and stuff?
They are.
Is there no way for any of the several casters that we can get our hands on to teleport in there and deliver food?
It's a possibility.
or we
Where?
could bring supplies with us on the ships.
Well,
Where?
I will say this,
Place?
says Camille. We cannot use divination to look into Wolfwall. We've tried.
You want
So
somebody?
unless you know it,
So
it's going to be hard.
Reggie walks up and goes, "You want somebody to deliver food to Wolfall?"
Ideally, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I believe someone had a portable hole. I got like 10 bags of holding. I can get there today within, how far away is it?
2 days.
No. How many miles away is it?
It's less than 100, so you could teleport there.
I don't need it. I'll do it flight because I can't do teleport yet.
Oh, that's right.
So overland flight will get me there. I have 10 hours of overland flight. Anything that comes near me, I will blink away from it. I can get however much food you can put in this stuff, I can get it there today.
Okay. So I was waiting for somebody to do something like this. So
And you could possibly inform them of all of our plans as well. So
You know what? I could definitely do that also. Have y'all finally decided what the fuck you're going to do? Because the only thing I've been hearing is we can do this or we can do that. Remember, Reggie had -4 on all social skills.
yeah, he's
Yes, we know.
he's a little he's got the tism, so it's good. So. All right, Reggie.
I need to do something in that town anyway.
I know you do.
could
Say that out loud.
could Camilla or me, could we write up like an official like letter to hand to somebody in charge that help is coming and to hold out, like something inspiring?
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Be happy. Is that what we're writing?
Well, it's just like you're not being forgotten. Help is coming. Something like doing
Here,
like
Krill walks over to the
my,
desk, grabs a piece of paper, starts writing. Here we go. We know you're currently fucked, but we haven't forgot about you.
Hang in there, guys.
We will get to you as soon as we can.
Don't worry.
Oh,
we're
by the
sending-
way, here's some
we're
food.
sending. Don't worry, we're sending thoughts and prayers.
Oh God, thoughts and prayers.
So Reggie leaves as everybody's still talking. Reggie leaves. I'll be back. He goes to his room, and he empties his bags of holdings.
Big mounds of shit that he's got.
That and all the gold he's got is now in his room.
I mean, you could. How much like wheat and food could you get in those things? A lot.
A lot.
Remember that treasure pile that we took that fit in only 4 of the bags that I've got?
It's all now in his room, all over the place.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up where you're going to be going here. So you get to you meet up with them. They pile this thing full of food. You guys found a whole lot of food when you killed that fleet. If you remember, a ton of food, enough food to feed up a shit ton of ogres. You're able to get all of this, a vast majority, a huge lot of food. And you pack your backpack full of all these the portable hull, all these bags of holding that's got all this food in it, and you head out. Right. Where everyone's discussing, preparing, things like that. We're going to say 10 hours of flight time. Easy. Okay? To get there. Of course, you're being, cautious because you are making sure you're avoiding stuff also.
Yep.
So you probably could have got there in, 7 or 8 hours, but you're actively trying to avoid things. So you get to Wolf Wall, which is here. Wolf Wall, the outskirts around Wolf Wall. So what you got here is the bridge is right here, up this direction. Okay. There is a little inlet of land, which is right here, and then you get to the actual wall. Okay. You're flying over. You see the army isn't as big as you thought. You're seeing siege towers. You're seeing ballistas. You're seeing trebuchets firing over the bridge, the river, into the actual city. So they're long distance shooting. They've not crossed. It doesn't look like they've not. The siege equipment has not crossed the bridge. Okay, there is holes in the bridge. It looks like they have been fighting on the bridge. You get to the Wolf Wall itself. The reason why they call it Wolf Wall is when you get to the actual gate, when you look at the gate is physically in the form of a giant wolf's head. There's wolf motifs and statues all over the walls. They're made into, instead of gargoyles, you've got these big stone dire wolves. The city itself, it's burning. Not like in complete flames, but they're firing, burning shot into the actual city. So they're actively trying to put it out. People are dead in the streets. There is enough forces that have crossed the bridge that they've surrounded Wolf Wall to the point to where they can't escape. But there is one thing in particular that you do notice, and it's not Wolf Wall itself. Let me bring back here. From Wolf Wall, you can see Dustshire. It's in the distance. You can see it. Dustshire, but it's only 20 miles or so from.
Is this like a Minas Tirith and Osgiliath type of situation?
Basically, kind of. They're real close to each other.
Right.
Dustshire has this, for lack of a better term, this orange shield that is its energy shield covering the entire city. The reason why you noticed it is because it's giving off enough light that you can physically see it from where you're at.
So Dushire's got a mythal.
Yeah, it's completely covered.
Pulling $1 from WoW.
Yeah, remember how Dalaran used to be?
Well, a lot of elven communities back in the day in Forgotten Realms had mythals, which was the same thing. It protected the city from outside attacks and such. Almost like a
Right,
barrier.
right. That's exactly what it is. But it's orange. It's an orange energy color. That actually, Reggie, roll me, since you are a wizard, roll me a knowledge arcane. Okay. So, this energy barrier is, like you said, it's like the vehicle. It's kind of like that. But this is a artifact that does this. It is in the shape of a shield, and once placed in the heart of a community, if danger happens, it can be activated. Whoever the leadership is of that community can activate it, and it will stop scrying. It will stop communication. It will stop any kind of energy attack against the actual community for 60 days. After that, it needs another 60 to recharge.
Oh,
Then you
shit.
can activate it again.
We have 30 days that we've already had.
Oh,
Can they willingly bring it down, or
they can? Yes, they can.
Yes, but would
Okay.
it be put on cooldown as soon as it gets brought down?
Yes.
That's the issue.
That as soon as you see it, that's what you get from your knowledge arcane. You know exactly what this is as soon as you see it, and it blocks everything. Nothing can come out. Nothing can go in until it is deactivated or the timer runs out.
oh
But-
lord?
But Reggie, you land in Wolfwall. When you land, of course, guards come rushing out. They're surrounding you. They've got spears and things of that nature.
Ha!
They're one of the guards. He's a human. He's got bandages wrapped around his head, and his arms kind of in a sling. He's got a sword in his hand. He goes, "And who are you?"
I am Reggie. I am from our guild. What's the name of our guild? I can't remember.
The Radiant Shadow.
The Radiant Shadow Guild. It really don't matter. Where's your damn leader so I can talk to him? I got food for you.
He knows as soon as you say the Radiant Shadow, he goes, "Yes, I've heard of them. Yes." You say you have food?
I got food.
Jesus.
They rush you to what's left of the
Town hall.
what's left of the town hall. Lord Bronze, which is the Lord of Wolfwall, he looks like he's been through it. He looks like he's been beat up. His clothes are dirty. His he's got cuts on him. He's got bandages, things like that. He's standing there. They've got with a couple of other men. They got a map of the city, and they're talking They walk you in. And the guy goes, Lord Bronze, we've got word from he says from the guild Radiant Shadow from Shadow Grove. He turns, he goes, Shadow Grove. He looks and you I'm sorry not to be too, when it comes to Lord of the Rings, but like, do they send aid? What what do you have? What is this?
Food.
What's
Want food?
food? You hand him all the bags of
hell
holding.
No.
Oh, okay.
Those are my bags of holding. He ain't getting these things. He might die.
Okay.
So I walk up to him and go, yeah, where you want this?
Our quartermaster, he definitely could distribute it the way it needs to. He's down the hall. I need to speak to you about what's going on.
Okay, I'll be back.
He's like, okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go here.
Don't
Like,
leave.
you
Don't
watch
leave
shit as I
town.
walk out the door.
Don't worry, I feel like shit too.
So I go to the quartermaster and go, where you want food?
I go, food? Like, how much do you have?
Yes.
Shit ton?
Shit.
I mean, it's, let's see. They pulled it off of a ship. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's a ship ton, not a shit ton.
He smiles. He goes, right here would be fine. And he helps you get it out. He gives the bags back, of course. But he helps you and a couple of his assistants, of course. They get all this food out.
Nice.
They thank you. They're like, this is going to save a lot of people.
Sure, whatever.
Damn.
I gotta go talk to your boss again.
Bye.
Well, yes. They take you back down the hallway. They take you to Bronze. Lord Bronze is sitting there, and he's. I don't.
Hold up. I reach in to grab the letter they wrote. Here you go.
He opens it up.
Yeah.
What does it
If
say?
Camille would have given him a general overview of everything except what the Kingman stones are, because that just gets too much.
Oh,
But
so you didn't send my
that-
letter. Gotcha.
But lay out that Grimsbane is a follower of Orcus and has corrupted the entire Iron Sacrament, and they are trying to bring their lord through to our plane. Basically, short and sweet.
Yes. Well, that makes sense.
But also, we are there. We are going to come and aid you.
The third day, look to the river. That type of thing.
Yeah.
He looked to the river. He goes. He thanks. He goes, Reggie, is it?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Reggie.
He folds it back up. He goes, I have something for you.
Of course you do. I gotta get paid.
Jeez.
Y'all didn't think about this before you sent Reggie?
He sent Reggie. He goes,
The truth is, Camille knew.
Sent the best man for the job.
your Stormborough has merged with the Abyss.
Okay, if you say so.
We understand why.
Okay. It's called demons. I understand why too.
Oh, correct, but we know how.
Okay.
He goes, bring it in. He goes, bring it in. A few minutes go by. A few of the guards bring in this. It's about 4 feet long. It looks like a worm. It's armored. It's dead. But they bring it in. It weighs probably 200 pounds. They bring it in, and Lord Bronze looks at you and goes, have you been to Stormborough?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you've seen these big fleshy structures.
Yeah.
That's what these things are.
They're worms?
They burrow into the ground and they sprout. You sprinkle the souls of the unwilling on them. You feed them.
Would this be a plains thing?
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. You know exactly what he's talking about. You feed these things when they burrow into the ground in a few hours, a mound will appear that's got a big maw. The more you feed the unwilling and the innocent to them, the more they produce the environment that is the abyss. And eventually it gets to the point to where you can't distinguish the material plane and the abyss apart.
Well, if you kill the worms, will it stop it?
It prevents it from continuing.
So if they're already merged, how, doesn't help me stopping them from being there.
I don't know how to unmerge a plane. I'm not a sorcerer, but I know if you stop these things, it will prevent the merging from continuing.
Are you going to try to get the demons to come here to beat you up more? Because there's a lot of demons in that town, and there's a lot of black mold in that town. There's a lot of shit that will eat you in that town.
I imagine so. I imagine that there's the more. This is like an infection.
You know, I really don't care. So you want me to pass that back on to the folks over there?
Yes.
And they're coming here. You know that, right?
That's what your letter said. Yes.
Okay. Need anything else from me?
We thank you for saving our people from starvation.
Oh, you're quite welcome. By the way, I'm going to take a few things from the town.
What are you taking?
Whatever I can find. And
Just
then
disappear.
I disappear, and walk out the door. So
Well,
the thing I actually do is follow the bracelet to the person.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Follow the
I follow
bracelet to
the
person.
bracelet to the person.
Gotcha. You as soon as you disappear and you kind of head out, you hear him say, "Well, he was very rude." Well, I hope they're not all like that.
Well, they used to not be, but they might be now.
When you head out, you wander through the city. The city is in ruin. People dead in the streets. There's buildings burning, things like that.
Now, if I happen to see a magic shop, potion shop, armor shop, that no one's there anymore, I'm not going to say I'm not going to take advantage of it.
Okay.
But I'm
not going to say I'm going to
following
loot, but I'm going to loot.
All right. So we'll get to what you find here in a moment. But you're going through the city. It's bad. It is. It's bad.
Good thing I'm not playing a paladin.
But you do find the bracelet takes you to this house. It was 2 stories. The top story has been completely blowed off. It's crumbling. You head in, when you go, the door is kind of half on its hinges, half off. Windows are broke out. If you go in,
I go in.
It's dirty, it's nasty. It looks like this place has been rummaged through and sacked already. Give me a spot check, please. And a listen check.
No, that's not one of my best ones.
Okay. So you see it before you hear it. Okay. So you're wandering, you're on your guard. I imagine you've got your weapons out, kind of like slowly stalking through the building. You see movement in the corner. You turn and look. When you do, you see this 9-year-old little girl. She's got dirty, nasty clothes on. She looks like she's not eaten in a while. Dirty face. You ever seen the second Aliens movie?
Nope.
Yeah.
Newt. It's kind of what I've described what she looks like. She's dirty, nasty.
Got a queen
You see
alien in
her.
her belly. You know, that kind of thing.
You see her. And she's scurrying. She's kind of. It looks like she's looking for something, but you see the bracelet around her wrist.
Hey,
She, do you
Your parents, like, the fuck?
you uninvisible?
yeah.
Okay. When you do, she turns and she's got what looks like this half broke, like, kitchen knife. It's got blood on it. Dried blood on it. She turns, she points the knife at you. Who are you?
I'm a friend of.
Ain't got nothing. I don't have anything. They took it all.
Well, no, you got some on your arm, but you know. Whoever was wearing this before me is dead. Thought you might want to get out of here because
This
you're.
is the worst person to deal with this. Okay.
Yeah.
When you say whoever had the other one on is dead, she starts bawling.
Oh God.
I mean, she got turned into a coin. I mean, we might be able to save her, but I don't know.
Yes, mommy's dead.
Sure.
And she like goes at you and like she's like grabs you around the waist and is crying, bawling,
Snot all over you.
snotting all over you. It's bad.
You ready to get out of here?
I want to see mommy again.
She burned to death.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Her body didn't save her body.
You saved her body though, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. I want to see her. Okay.
She's a crispy critter.
What's your name?
My name's Camilla's friend.
Camilla's friend. What did I say her name was? Rebecca.
Yes.
I'm Rebecca.
Nice to meet you. You ready to get out of here?
Please.
I would give you some food, but I gave it all away. Here's some beer.
Here's some beer.
It'll keep you over. Hey, it's got hot.
Okay. All right. So are you're taking her with you?
It's
right?
vegan.
I take her with me. Have they left yet to head this way?
Oh yeah, it's been 10 hours. You've been here for 2.
Yeah, we've left.
Oh,
So I will cast overland flight again, and then head to the ships.
now, okay. Is the group going with the ships, or are they going to Stormborough?
Oh, I didn't know which way. Okay, yeah, I need to know which way.
I think we had talked about our group leading the ones going to Stormborough, and Zig is taking the ships up to Wolfwall.
Yeah.
Right.
So Reggie would know which direction we were heading.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so then
Yeah.
I rephase that. I
Gotcha.
teleport back to Shadow Grove, hand Camilla the child,
Okay.
take care of her, and then head to the group.
Careful, she likes
Okay.
to snot on things.
She goes, man said, your friend said mommy died.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear.
What does burn to death
What
mean?
is your first of all, let me get you some food.
Please.
And
I'm really, really hungry.
good. And so she summons someone to get some food for her, for the girl. Now, little one, what is your name?
Rebecca.
Good, Rebecca. Thank you. I am sorry if your mother has passed. Um, I also apologize. Reggie is fairly blunt, but um,
You're saying that, yeah.
yeah. Anyway, let us just say
Rebecca
we will take care
Longsheath.
of you now.
Longsheath.
Rebecca, what?
Rebecca Longsheath.
Longsheath.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Rebecca, we actually have a place where we're gathering children who have lost their parents. But for now, eat
As soon as you
and
say
then
lost your parents, she starts crying.
oh, so
So
Camille will like comfort her.
Got
You pet her on the head. Oscar will come over and play with her. Um, but I think you need to eat first and get some sleep. Okay.
He nods. Yeah. Do you sleep with me? I'm scared. They mostly
You know,
come at night. Mostly.
well, you're safe here, and Camille will give her a kiss on the forehead and send her to sleep.
Will the puppy sleep with her?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Camille will stay with her because she can dream, so
Right.
I can
Okay.
feed off of her.
God. Okay. Oh God. All right. All right. All right. So the group, you teleport back with the group. We're gonna pause right there and take like a 10-minute break, and we'll set up here on my end. And
Okay.
yeah.
all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go too far. We will be right back. All right, and we are back. Dealing with a little slow load issue, hence the captain's character sheet on the screen there, but don't worry about that. There we go. Josh, it's all you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're back. So the group is headed toward Stormborough. And they are, let me make sure I got my monsters pulled up here. Just a second. Okay, so you guys are heading to Stormborough. Lord Sambridge is coming with. He feels this needs to have his threat. You feel? Are you going to try to get him, prevent him from going?
Oh no! Camille is going to let him go, but he's going to have some guards. Some of her followers will be ensuring his safety.
Yes, of course. Of course.
I'm just trying to decide who.
He does have a couple of what they call professional soldiers, is what he calls them, that are his are his personal bodyguard. There's 6 of them.
Right. Yeah, he's not going to know the other people that are with him, but there are some other people with him.
Gotcha. Okay.
That are going to keep an eye on him.
Okay. So, he, as you guys are traveling, now mind you, here's the thing. Oh, Camille, you get the message that the bridge is out. That's all you get. Bridge is out. From Wolfwall.
Okay.
It's out. Now, Lord and Sambridge, now mind you, this is an army moving. So armies don't move quickly.
No.
So, you guys...
That's why you should have gone Air Force.
Lord Sambridge tells the group that we feel like we have to secure the Apex mining facility. It is less than 1/10 of a mile from the city. He feels as though that he could set up base of operation there and set siege lines up from that point. But from what he was told from previous reports, that there is some fuckery going on in the Apex mining facility.
When is there not?
He's sending the group to deal with that, to go to the location. They will be right behind them, but he wants to send the group ahead to do some scouting. He wants the Apex mining facility scouted. He wants the mine secured. Oh. The group heads out. Also, Marcus has joined us.
Yes. Sorry, guys, I was late.
You're okay. Who are you playing tonight?
All of them. That way we can actually win this war. No. Play around with Sven, since he was the recent addition.
The one. So you are bringing them. You're bringing a whole group by yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of which, what did you classify our ECL as? I only need for a spell reason.
2 or lower.
ECL's 2 or lower? Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
That's just where you guys. That's just where you guys are. You're level 10. Some of you are beyond level 10. So I figure this will. It makes sense. Higher level game, higher level ECL. The only thing that I'm putting a restriction on is no races that come with hit dice. Like, for instance, ogres. Ogres come with like 4 levels of giant. So you can't pick those races.
All right.
Okay.
I was asking because he has summon Nature's Ally
Right.
once a day, where he can summon half his ECL.
Gotcha. Okay. So you guys head ahead of the army. You're, a couple of hours ahead of the army. You guys get your first real look at, some of you's already seen it, but some of you, the rest of you, really get the first look at Stormborough. Stormborough is a demonic city at this point. Okay? The sky above and miles around Stormborough. Who the hell is that?
That's me. For some reason, I keep getting disconnected.
Oh, okay.
That's my entry sound.
Okay.
I thought you were having Tourette's.
No,
I thought maybe you had a kitten or something right up on your speaker trying to mess with you.
no, it's my entry sound. It's a cat meowing.
All right.
Josh, I sent to you the group of 5 people who are have been tasked to keep Lord Sandbridge alive and free. In other words, not captured.
Gotcha.
Yes, if all else fails, the cart will grab him and get away.
Gotcha. That's no problem. Okay. Everybody gets their first look at Stormborough. It is, like I said, it is a true demonic city now. There's these thick black clouds that have blotted out the sun for miles and miles around the city. The ground is black and almost looks cracked, and the smell of death is in the air. It's almost like you ever been driving and you drive by like a roadkill or something like that. That smell, you get that. It's everywhere. As soon as you get within range of the city, there's winged demons flying around the city all the time. If anybody has a telescope and looks into the city, you get your first look at the Iron Sacrament, the new Iron Sacrament guys. They have black scales around their eyes, mouth, and nose. Their fingernails are longer. Their skin is tight. They're on their bones. They're gaunt colors. They are now taking on like a half demon form. That emblem that was controlling them before is now physically a part of their chest.
We can't free them.
Can't free them now. The dispel magic is no longer works on them. But just north of the city, there is a very, very small mining camp. That is the Apex Mining facility. Now, another thing with this, if you remember, you guys are getting, I believe, 8% of the overall yearly profit from
That
this
mine.
mine. Yes, from the mine, which winds up, it's like 36,000 gold a month or something like that is what it boils down, what it rounds out to or something.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, the gross was because it produces 4 million gold a year. The mine does, and you got 8% of that. Now, the little mining community, the little mining camp is very quiet. The people that were here before were Creel, I believe.
Yes.
And Galliant and Naofi.
Yes.
Right, but Galliant's not with you guys.
No.
He's with the army.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he's with the army if he stayed. He's got the kung fu vibe going on, walking around.
Yeah, after he recovered and he realized he can't really do this one-man army type stuff, so.
Gotcha.
I realize he's not Chuck Norris. Gotcha.
It's not Chuck Norris. All right. me bring everyone into the map.
Yeah, I don't know how much help I'll be. I was more busy trying to run and get people out of here.
Now, Brill and Naofi, they can, and the group's coming in right here. You two can tell the group, what you've seen before, if you remember.
Oh, actually, there was a report on this of what's at the mine.
Gotcha. So you guys got this report of these creatures called Cerebrils, Cerebrilith. Cerebrils, is that how you say it?
Sure, why not?
Here, I'll post it. So
Here.
It's however you pronounce it there, boss man.
yeah, I'm assuming that's how you say it, Cerebrils. Y'all seen tons of them in this mining camp, but you also seen at one point, I can't remember which group it was, seen them, a bunch of them leaving the camp and going into the actual city. So it's a possibility it could be empty.
Sure.
Sure. All right.
Go with that.
Caleb, you going to drop your character? Or...
I'll get your back over there in just a moment.
Okay. Caleb, can you hear us?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, drop your token.
I'll drop mine in just a second.
Gotcha. Who did you say you were playing?
Me? Sven.
Yes. Sven.
Sin and the wolf pack.
Yes, who's discovered that Oscar is not all of what he seems. I'm getting Rigger out. I had to resize him.
Gotcha.
Now, would I've had time to summon the one I lost?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You should have your whole pack with you.
All right. Did I not do an actual?
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Okay.
Works better if I hit save changes. Okay. Okay, I got one back. Seems a little quiet.
It is
Quiet.
very quiet.
You there, Josh? No.
Oh, I'm talking away and I'm muted. Shit.
Explains why it's so
Sorry.
quiet.
So, Caleb,
Yes.
you get this pull in your head. And it's
Okay.
Song, the guy that, the bard. He goes,
Right.
whoa, 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 where exactly do you think you're going, big boy?
We have to clear this mine out if we are to take the city.
I never agreed to this.
Well, it's not what you agreed to. That's what I'm deciding to do. Now, while this is going on, Balon's talking to himself, and everybody can see that.
Oh, you're talking out loud to this thing?
Sort of like in a whispered tone, but if you look at him, you can tell he's talking to himself.
He's mumbling to himself, really. I didn't agree to this, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about. Self-preservation. You need to learn it. You know that, right?
There's no time for self-preservation. We have a duty.
There's always time for self-preservation. There's a ton of people here that can be, the monsters can eat them and we can get the hell out of here.
That's not how I operate.
King Oliver speaks up. Calm down. Dong, this must be done. Don't you know this? He's like, yeah, I know it needs to be done. Why's it gotta be us that's gotta do it?
Hey, Balin, you all right there?
Yes. We should head forward.
Reggie, in your head, you hear the queen. She goes, that's not going to end well for him, I promise you.
Balin, do you need a restoration? Sir Balin.
No, I'm fine.
We need a fucking nap.
Listen, we're wasting time here.
Yeah, you're standing there mumbling to yourself.
I'm just gonna start walking forward.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're expecting to kind of have a fight going in, is what I'm understanding.
Right.
More than likely.
Okay.
Preferably not with ourselves.
So you're casting Pass Without Trace.
Yeah.
I was talking to Sophian.
Okay. I'm gonna do two spells, one after the other. Start with displacement, and then greater invisibility.
Gotcha.
Actually, why am I doing both of those? No, I'll do greater invisibility on myself, since I share spells with Starstrider. He'll also have greater invisibility.
Gotcha. I'm assuming Reggie is either turning invisible or hiding, or what's going on?
I cast Cloak of Chaos. It hits everybody in a 20-foot area, so it should. I'll put it where it needs to be able to hit everyone, and that gives everyone +4 deflection bonus, +4 resistances on saves. It works no matter if it's from a law attack or not. And you have spell resistance 25 against lawful spells, so probably won't come into play in this. And finally, a lawful creature succeeds on a melee attack against a ward creature. The offending creature is confused for one.
No protection against pancake spells. Waffle spell.
What is the type of your bonus for deflection and resistance?
Deflection and resistance. It just that's all it gives. That's all it says.
Okay, I think mine's going to be different because if you're within 20 feet of Rigbeer, you get +4 divine deflection and +4 divine resistance, as well as a lesser globe of invulnerability.
Yeah, they'll be separate. They'll stack.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I can hit 10 creatures. Sorry. Or excuse me, 11 creatures. I can hit 11 creatures.
So it should hit everybody.
What? Okay, it's everybody.
Yeah.
And then I will. My boots are going, and I will hide until I can cast. How many rounds do we get to cast?
Well, right now nothing's going on, so if y'all want to take time to prepare, you can.
Okay, then I cast. I look over. You want the wolves to fly?
Uh, we fall.
Okay, so that's a no. Gotcha. So everybody but the wolves now
Go.
has flight. If you're in heavy armor, it's 40 feet. If you're in anything other than heavy armor, it is 60 feet. And that will be it. Then I'll start hiding.
Awesome. Roll me a hide check. Looks like Krill's beat you to it.
What?
Looks like Krill is moving silently and he's hiding.
And I will also cast for myself and Star Strider Karmic Aura.
What does that do?
Basically, if anyone tries to attack us, they'll take damage. A
Okay.
successful. Oh, excuse me. Take back. They become fatigued for 3 rounds if they try to attack us.
And what does the pass without a trace give us there, Marcus?
Pass without a trace.
I mean,
You don't leave footprints, stuff like that.
okay. So no bonus to the actual roll itself.
I don't believe so.
The subject or subjects who move through any type of terrain leave neither footprints nor scent, tracking subjects impossible but not magical means.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I know the new one gives you like a plus, so I didn't know if there was something equivalent.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But oh good. We
Okay.
need our high
Sneaky,
check.
we sneaky bitches.
Only if you want to hide, that's fine. You don't have to.
Well, Rigby and Star Strider are invisible, so.
I'm not hiding. I'm on top of Rufus riding him.
Okay.
Who is flying?
Yep.
We'll put you over there and you just move Rufus around.
Oh, okay, they go through. Roll 20.
And my familiar is just flying in circles around the encampment.
Right. Can you see through its eyes? Can you...
I think I can at this level. Give me just a second. Looks like it's just empathic link still.
Okay. So that means you can get up to a mile. The master cannot see through the eyes, but they can communicate empathically. So basically, it can send you like, "Oh, I'm afraid," or whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's got a 10 intelligence now.
Right. So
So
you'll get a little more complicated emotion, but yes. But it's circling around. I'm going to send you an image. Well, you can't see through its eyes. Never mind. All right. You guys get in here. Caleb, your detect evil is like going off like something fierce.
Right.
But it could be where you're so close to the city though.
Yeah. Now,
All
is
right.
this like inside the mine or just outside the mine?
This is outside the mine. This is the camp outside the mine.
Okay.
You move past the camp, you will head into the mouth of the mine, and then from there you will go into level 1. Is basically how this goes.
I'm assuming
right.
all these are like. I'm assuming all these are like tents and stuff.
They're buildings. The buildings. The only thing that you see as you guys come in, behind these buildings and things like that, I just didn't put them in here. You see dead bodies laying. If you check the bodies, they have no marks on them whatsoever. But their eyes are rolled back in their head, and they do not have a heartbeat. They're dead.
Right.
And they do have like the Apex Mining like symbol and like their outfits. These are the miners.
I'm gonna poke my head into this house right here beside us. Well,
Which one?
This one here, directly beside the larger one.
You look in, you see Balin's body.
No.
My God. You look
How
inside
long
here.
dead?
Say it again.
How long dead?
They've been dead for a while. It looks like they've been over a month. They've been dead.
Okay.
There's definitely some decomp going on here.
Right. When you look inside here, it looks like a storage building of some kind. There's picks, there's extra clothes, there's mining equipment inside here.
Huh. I think I'm gonna. I think before we move on, we should probably check each one of these buildings just in case.
It's up to you guys, whatever you want to do.
We don't want to be running our way out and
Running
know.
into folks.
running into monsters that were hiding inside buildings.
Reggie, are you checking? Okay, never mind.
Nope, I go past it.
Okay. Caleb?
I'm just gonna check like these 3 buildings right here.
All right, you tell me which one are you checking first?
The smaller one right here.
Click it. This one here. Okay.
Yeah.
When you check inside that one, you see 2 guys at at this table. There's food on it. They same way. Eyes roll back in the back of their head, and they're laying there. No marks on them whatsoever. They're dead.
God, my God, they sucked his brains out. Anyway, I'm gonna move up.
You check this one.
Yes,
It is. It's just like an old storage building. There's nothing really in here. Looks like there was foodstuffs, but it's been ransacked. It looks like. When I say ransacked, I'm talking like food has been eaten through.
Oh.
Like something scratched holes in the bags of grain and like half ate it, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I look at this far one. I guess I need to be up there. I'm not sure exactly.
It just appears to be what looks like a butcher shop, a small butcher shop. There's a rotten carcass on the table, bloody meat cleaver, stuff like that in here. This building stinks because everything in here is rotten.
What about this long boy right here?
Which
the
one?
bottom? The one at the bottom.
This one?
Yes.
Looks to be like a small office of some kind.
Okay.
You check this one. It's basically just like a little place. It looks like where a couple of guys were like playing cards, stuff like that. Nothing of any real importance here.
All right. Well, if none of these are really that important, I'm just going to go through and just open all the doors and look inside of all of these buildings. You just tell me whatever jumps out in whatever building.
Okay. You tell me which one you're doing first.
All right. How about the big one right here?
All
This
right.
tall
Where
one.
Okay, so the door is right here. All right.
Oh,
Okay. First off, I need everybody to.
I'm going to close the door. It's open the door. Oh, wrong floor.
I'm sorry.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Do you want me to roll individually for each dire wolf, or have them just go on my turn?
We'll just have them go on your turn. That way we don't have like 50 million dire wolves in here.
I haven't summoned more yet.
That works out perfect. for it.
Oh, had we moved up to here? This building?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's roll initiative.
Mhm.
All right, who's first there? Who is that? Sven.
That.
All right. So you're standing there and you see Caleb. Well, you see Balon open the door and he's like, and he closes it. And you hear rustling from inside this building. You hear wood creaking and cracking.
Alrighty. How far am I from him, actually?
Where are you at? You're right there.
Oh, is this to scale? Because it looks like
Yeah.
I'm only like 30 feet or so.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, but this is a building though, so
Yeah, I'll ask what's going on, first off.
talking's a
those-
free action.
It's one of those creatures inside of there.
Enough said. So, he'll go charging through as he runs by you. You see him turn into his half breed. So he's not full direwolf yet. He's basically a werewolf.
Mhm.
Along with his pack. Would this be considered flanking?
Just a second. Save.
Sit back and let the wolves do the fucking work. Jesus.
Basically, he can
Okay.
flank. He can flank himself. All right.
Yeah, they're wolves. Don't they get advantage because of pack tactics?
That's not a thing.
Well, technically, it's, flanking.
Yeah. Alright, so my first attack with my claw. Like, yes.
Excuse me.
Just so everybody knows, that's what this thing looks like.
Oh, he pretty.
Oh, are those exposed bones? Shit away!
Hey, y'all.
All right.
First swipe with claw. Did that go through?
24.
It does not.
24 doesn't hit? Oh shit.
It does not.
$28.
Will hit.
Alright.
Gotta hope so.
12 points of damage. And then McGruff will take a bite out of crowd for his final.
That's it.
attack.
What are your weapons classified as?
They are my claws.
What I mean are they good aligned, evil aligned? Are they is it just a normal magical? Like, are they magical at all? Anything like that?
Let's take a gander. I assume they were just magical.
Gotcha. Okay.
They overcome the magical resistance, I should say.
Gotcha.
There's no. And the bite misses. As the wolves run in, could they possibly do somewhat like a pounce attack and knock it to the ground?
Do they have that ability? Do they have pounce?
They should have trip.
Well, they can try to trip it. Yes.
Well, no. That they have trip as a special ability. These are dire wolves.
Yeah.
Dire wolves have the ability to trip. A dire wolf that hits with a bite attack can attempt to trip its opponent with a +11 modifier. As a free action without making a touch attack or provoking an attack of opportunity. If the attack fails, the opponent cannot react to the trip.
Alright.
Okay, so they're going to try to trip then, right? But they have to hit with their attack, though, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yes. 29.
That will hit.
All right. So that's a 1d8 plus 10. So 12 points of damage. And for the trip, as a free action, let me.
Trying to pull up the trip.
They go down, and it just means that they become vulnerable.
Right. But I get a strength resistance to this, don't I? I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in my notes for whatever. But yeah. Well, I'll do the attack on the other 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops.
Okay, the 25 will hit. The 26 will hit.
Which one? 27.
And the 27 will hit.
So I'm rolling all the damage from all 3 together real quick.
Okay.
Just so I don't have to do it separately. I haven't built that.
I kind of want you. Okay. I kind of want you to do it separately.
Oh, okay. So that'd be 13.
There's a reason for it, so.
13 for the first one. 17 for the second. 18 for the third.
But the second one is 17.
Yeah.
And the last one is 18.
Yep.
Okay. Now we get to do the trip attacks now, right?
Well, if he's already been tripped, or did you save on that?
So I gotta do a strength saving throw, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know what the
It's
DC for that.
against
Basically, it's a plus 11 for you for each of the wolves. So it's a d20 plus 11, and whoever gets higher is tripped or not.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got.
Except the wolves can't be tripped.
Yeah. They can't be tripped in turn. So.
Yeah, well, in
I
this one,
got
yeah.
Yeah, I got a 14. So. Altogether.
Oh,
So you'll just do a d20 roll and add the 11.
okay. Hey, looks like we got the same thing.
19 is what you got, right?
Yeah. So we'll just go ahead and say he's tripped. So we'll just ignore the rest of them.
Okay.
So he falls prone.
All right.
Okay, so we'll move on. Prone. Okay, so we are moving on. Move on to Reggie.
Reggie takes out, or the ring he's wearing, he's now improved blinking.
Okay.
And he moves to there. Is that a door in front of?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're going to open it?
I can't get into where they're at, so.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. In that case, I will add this one to the initiative order. 11. So he's got 12. I'll do descending order. Will that fuck it up? Let's see. It shouldn't. Notice on the Reggie. Reggie's finished. You're done, correct?
No. Reggie then disappears from this plane.
Gotcha. Okay.
Reggie says, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Rigbeer.
Okay. Rigbeer is going to first come up. Actually, well, he and Star Strider are coming up, but once Rigbeer is here, he'll fly, so can see Sven and all of his wolves, and basically hover just above Balin and cast Bless. So everyone in 50 feet, or all good guys in 50 feet, get a +1 to their attack rolls and saving throws against fear. There is no place for Star Strider to get around this thing, is there?
There is not.
Because I've big things all around. So he will stay here in case that thing... Actually, take that. He is going to stand out here and keep guard in case anything comes up toward us.
Okay.
So he's our early warning hound.
All right. Balin.
All right. I'm going to run in and give it a good old smack.
The issue is you've got wolves and shit like that in the way.
Okay.
You are flying.
I am.
Well, that's true. That's true. You can hover, and the wolves aren't. You could.
Yes, I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna fly in. Give it a good whack.
Barely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So
you get a +4 to your hit because he is prone.
all right. It's full attack, right? Yes.
Yes. And you have how many attacks?
And also get a +1 for the bless too, right?
Right.
So.
+1 from Bless.
Yeah. I think you've got, 3 attacks? Or 2 attacks? You got 2 or 3 attacks, don't you?
Yes.
You got 3 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit, and hit, and the third one is a critical hit.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So, and your weapons are considered good aligned because of.
Yes.
Are they classified as good aligned because of somebody's aura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whose aura?
I think aren't they good along because of my stone?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So all that's going to hit. So you're going to deal a shit ton of damage to this thing. So just letting everybody know, when the wolves attack, it's almost like you're nickel and diming it. It's not really hurting much on it. But Caleb.
So how should I do this? I should do 2 normal attacks and then a critical, like for the damage.
No, you see the damage right there. Damage, the DT damage.
Oh.
Damage total. So the first attack was 30. Second attack is 26. And the third attack is 25 plus 13. You did 94 points of damage to this thing.
Holy fuck.
Hit. And they're all good. It's all good aligned stuff. So, Caleb.
Yes.
You rush in.
Mm-hmm.
and like the wolves are all like peck, 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 not doing much damage to it. It's almost like he was resisting the damage. But when you come in with your paladinish abilities and you hit this thing, you every time you hit, you taking chunks off of this thing.
Does it go down, or does it look like it's
Oh,
sustaining?
it goes down. It and kind of rolls over, and blood spills out. Next, we'll go to the one that Reggie uncovered. But you, Reggie, are blinked out. You're in the ethereal plane, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. Do I got anything that will fuck with that? I do not. All right. This thing it says something in demonic and disappears.
Oh shit!
When it does, it lands, it reappears right behind Krill.
Oh.
It used greater teleportation. Shit, I lost my monster here. And it has the ability, if it does use a magic, it can, but it only gets one. It can do an attack if it casts. It can still attack. All right, it is going to. It is going to do. It's going to do a bite attack against Krill. Well, 33 hits you.
No.
Shit. Okay. That was its turn.
Obviously, blindfolded monk just kind of turns around and chuckles and goes, "Huh, this saved me the trip." I pull out the two tonkas and I will full out attack.
All right. When it lands behind you, you get the roaming knowledge psionics. I know you have it.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta scroll down to it. Psionics.
Yes, sir.
All right. 23.
This thing is psionic in some fashion. It is like it's drawn towards you.
Ah, okay.
And what are we doing?
Yep. Give me a second. Got a full out attack, but I gotta make sure it rolls the attacks right. No flanking. No additional bonus. We'll go with this. Whoa, that's a lot of shit that I just wrote in there.
Did you? How many attacks does he get?
He gets 4.
God. Okay.
But he gets the first 3 at +8, and the last one at +3. So I don't know. Yeah, see, it moved 5. So that's actually going to be a 32, 32, 22.
Okay, so the third attack misses, and the last one's a crit.
And then yes.
All right. Your
That's
attacks aren't good aligned in any way, right?
No, they're not. Well, I mean, you have to tell me. I can't recall if the.
It's not good aligned.
Actually, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's good aligned.
At all.
Yeah.
So the first 2 attacks hit it, but they do nothing to it at all. Third attack misses. Fourth attack, which is the critical, you're going to deal 22 points of damage to it. Brings it to that. And all right. You didn't spend any extra power points, so the deep crystal's not going to matter.
Nope. I did not spend any
One
points
creature dealt
because
1 point of Constitution damage from the blood loss. If it's a creature, it is. Critical hit does not stack, so it will lose 1 point of con, which is will that lower its HP any? No. So it's fine for now.
you also got to do the DC 14 for the first strike for the agony that it's going to suffer. It doesn't say what the DC they need to roll.
It's a 15. Sorry. No, 14. Right there. First words.
Yes, but what
Oh, it's a.
is it? Constitution?
I'm assuming it's Fortitude because that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't
Alright.
put it on there, so I need to fix it if it is.
I get a plus 13 to that, so no issues there.
It still takes a -2 penalty for a minute instead of the 4.
It's a will save. Oh no, it's a will save for something else. It's for frightening. So it's for something different. So never mind.
I'll have to go back to powers.
Alright, so I'm going to put Fortitude after the DC so for next time. But I learned something. I learned that my weapons are not going to help me in this situation as much as I'd like for them to.
Yeah, the scion power that affliction is tied to is. I want to say it's like recall agony or something. Oh, inflict pain. Tier 2. It is actually a will save.
Well, I mean, he rolled a 16, so unless his will gives him like a -3, wisdom gives him like a -3 to his will save, then he made it.
Yeah.
Are you muted?
I am. So at the top of the round, the group hears what sounds like a howls, like wolf howls, and you hear like feet paddling against the ground. And you hear, or see, these creatures that they look like wolves with no skin. Is ultimately what they look like. And Sven, it's your turn.
Okay. Sven will actually be able to make it to here. Right. That's 55. It's just 50. There. There. And he's back here. Alright. So. Sven's first attack. Is he considered flanking? Yeah, I should be on the opposite side of.
Yes. Let me bring it. Hold on. It would have to be. Yes, where Creel is on the other side. Yes.
And then his bite attack. So
All-
30, 31.
All three of those will hit.
So damage. Then bite.
All right, so that's what those creatures look like. All right, so
And the wolves will try to do the trip again.
Is that
Of
the
course.
familiar? Is that something familiar to me?
oh, definitely.
Okay.
For wolf. 29. Did that go through?
Hold on, I'm decreasing health here. Just a second. Yeah, the 29 will hit.
Oh, that's why it did go through. I have to input back.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But I'll take that if this one hits.
What the? No,
Yeah.
that does not hit.
Yeah, so ignore that damage.
Right. So it goes to the ground because of the. I rolled a 4
Yeah.
with a +6, so a 10 total. So
Mm.
roll just to well, you're a +11. Just roll. It doesn't matter. Your +11 beats it. The base does.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, no, 22 still wouldn't have hit for the second wolf attack.
It would not.
Mhm.
Wait, did any of the wolves hit? I don't think any of the wolves have hit, have they?
The first one.
The first one. Okay, that's why it falls. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I need to know who here has the highest intelligence score.
Me,
You're in the ethereal plane, though, correct?
at the moment, yes.
That's right. Who? What is your intelligence score, Reggie?
34.
Who has the highest after that?
I mean, Krill's intelligence is a
Rapier
20.
has a 16.
Krill has a 20.
My
14.
my intelligence is 18.
So Krill would have the next highest, correct?
I think so.
All right. All right. So this thing.
Now, are Thought Eaters outsiders? Evil outsiders?
They are aberrations, psionic aberrations.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So Sven can't talk to him to join his side. They're not.
No.
Wolves.
No, they are not. Let's see here.
What's their alignment?
Their alignment is neutral.
That's what I thought.
Can't do anything. It does something. Its eyes kind of glow as it looks at Creel, and it lets out a screech, but that's all it does. It moves forward, though. Next is Reggie.
Oh, I see how you are. So Reggie pops in.
Mm-hmm.
As he's popping in, he's pulling his weapon.
Okay.
As he pulls his weapon, can you please roll 4d8 for me?
4d8.
Yep. Reggie screams in pain,
Oh, I know what you're doing.
and then Reggie attacks this guy. Um, it's a and the weapon he has in his hand is black blade with energy going across it, and there's so many other things to it. And,
So
and,
many.
and his mask, at the same time, the mask he is wearing flashes, and then I'll roll the hit. Because of what I'm doing, I'm not going to do the psionic thing, or not, I mean the warlock thing. So let me fix this real quick. Give me just 1 minute. So I will take my full attack on it.
Okay. I believe he gets 4 also, correct?
Yeah, I do now. No armor. They're flat-footed, and I get a bonus to hit because of what I'm because I'm blinking.
I know. And it's prone, so you get a +4.
Okay, so if it comes to it, I've got 4 more to add to my roll.
Okay. Okay. God. Okay.
So it's really bad when you roll a 1 and you still get a 28.
So I'm going to go ahead and count that where it is a 1. I'm going to count that as a fumble.
Yeah.
And just no hit when it comes to that one.
Okay.
The rest of them are going to hit though.
Okay. So 46, 39, 43. No, my weapon is not good aligned.
I know.
What? Really? Huh.
Are we supposed to be surprised?
God.
And
That it's dead.
okay.
But yeah. Damn it. Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, we didn't let you come out and play.
Okay. But
damn,
yeah.
I didn't even get a crit on any of them. Damn.
I know you was getting ready to roll fucking sneak attack damage, but you didn't need it. But yeah, it screams in pain. The wolves kind of bring it down, and you kill the thing. Rigbeard.
Yes. I see that Reggie is hurt.
Oh yeah, Reggie screamed in pain.
Rigbeard will fly over and touch you with a cure moderate.
You see that where he's got holding the blade was like things came out of the blade and is into his hand, pulsating.
Oh, that's not good.
So he restores 20.
Thank you. You just healed me.
And Starstrider is coming up here and is going to do a full attack on this first creature.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Double checking everything. Yes. I am not flanking. So he only gets 2 attacks.
That's fine. The 12 does not hit.
Okay, 24 does. Thought it was rolling attack and damage at the same time. It didn't.
You got to click there's an option there. Which you got.
Yeah, I just saw that. Come on, give me the damage. Yes. Okay. Hold on. For some reason, clicking, it will not let me click this. Dang.
How many? What does he do damage wise?
D8 plus. Hold on. D8 plus 5.
So he does 7 points of damage to the thing.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of its turn, correct?
That
End of
is
his-
the end of its turn. Yes.
All right. Next is another one, which is this one.
Now I'm out, and I do have the highest intelligence now.
Right. It moves forward, and it can't get to Reggie, so it's going to go to the next closest target, which is Star Strider. And what is Star Strider's touch AC?
Oh, hold on a second. It's just 21.
21. Wait, that's its touch AC?
Yep.
Oh,
It's Star. Oh, sorry, that's Rapier. Star Strider. 13.
13. So it's going to hit. It will deal one. It does no damage, but instead does 1 intellect damage to the creature.
Okay.
And when it hits with its touch attack, it's like it almost breathes. It's almost like this smoke comes out of the dog's ears, mouth, nose, and it seems to consume it.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
That's what it does. Next is Balon.
Okay. Let us see. There's just 2 of these creatures left, right?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them right now. There's 2 have got down here.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to.
You got 60 foot or 40 foot of movement.
Yeah, I
Pretty
should
sure.
be able to. I should be able to make it around to right here. What is this creature right here, right in front of me, like above me?
This
Yeah.
that's his pet.
Okay.
He-
Okay.
Yeah, he's flying up and high up in the air to look for things that he doesn't tell me about.
These creatures are demons, right?
They are not. They are aberrations.
Okay, so that means. Okay. So, well, I'm just going to attack this unfortunate fella right here.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I will do it next time, but Star Strider is invisible.
Okay.
And also, I need that creature to give me a will save. DC of 18. Okay, it is fatigued.
So it gets a 5. It has a 5 with this. So
Oh,
it has
okay.
it, so it met it.
Okay.
All right.
All that hits. All that hits. And
Oh,
that's enough to kill it. These things aren't strong.
Shot. I say something heroic.
Say something heroic. Catchphrase.
Just been revoked. Yep.
All right. So it moves to the next one. Well, since that one's dead, it is going to rush over. It's going between this little thing, and it attacks you, Caleb.
All right.
And it is going to be a touch attack. So what is your touch AC?
Let's see. where would that be at?
Uh, should be in your ace on the first page. AC.
Yes.
Right underneath it is the touch AC.
Oh, 18.
All right. So the 15 doesn't hit it. Doesn't hit you. But it's desperately trying to drain your intelligence away.
Mhm.
And I've not been doing this, but they can do this. At the end of its movement, it jolts into it has ethereal jolt, and it jolts into the ethereal plane. So it is not here.
Well, guess I gotta go kill some things on the ether.
Krill,
Yeah. So
these things devour intellect, and their main focus is they suck out power points. That's their big thing. But you're the only one with psionic ability.
yeah.
They're also attracted to somebody that has a really high intelligence also.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop right here next to this one. So she can be flanking with whoever this is.
Yes. Right, Star Strider. Yes.
All right. They're not the big guy I was just fighting a minute ago, so I will attempt to try to hit them with my blades.
Okay.
I will spend. Let me see how many points I need to spend for this. Yeah, I gotta scroll up to find out.
Talking about the
Oh.
big crystal.
Yeah, never mind. I gotta be focused for that, and I did not focus. I moved, so disregard that. But I will attack with it. So full out attack. I do have flanking. No additional damage, no additional bonuses. Well,
Millions.
right off the bat, we got a crit. The second one's going to be 34 and 24. The last one should be a 17. No. Last one is 13 plus 8. No, 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 6 is
A lot. It's dead.
22 plus 2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't allow me to change the attack bonus. It just automatically reduces it by 5 each attack when you go full out.
All right. So, are you done?
Let's see. My movements currently is a 60.
Right.
I will fly. Well, there's a building here. Is he right up against the wall or something?
Yes.
He's on the ether.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but he's also ethereal.
Oh, well, then I'll just fly to the top of this building up here near it. Well, I can't
Okay.
see it then if it's an ethereal, so never mind.
Right.
I'll fly straight up from where I'm at.
Gotcha.
And that'll end my turn.
All right. This one. Moves to here. Does the same thing to Star Strider.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
actually, we'll do here and attack Sir Balin.
Ow!
And I need at least an 18, right?
Yes. Get it away!
Boom.
Ah!
1 point of intellect gets drained from your head. It's temporary damage, though. Just put it under the temporary stuff.
Blah. Stupid.
Bandit jumps into the ethereal plane. This one does the same thing. It's right here where the one that's dead is where it moves to.
Mm.
And does the same thing. Another one gets drained from you.
Damn.
All right. Same thing happens again. You hear a pitter pattering, and more of these things show up. All right.
Someone's trying to kill us.
plus 8. So that 18. 3. That makes that 11. Makes that a 17. Makes that a 20. That a 13. That one a 24. And we will readjust. This is the last pack, I promise. Okay. All right. Sven.
Huh.
You see more of these things. I'm running in.
Mm. Let's see here.
I'm gonna fireball.
What's the audience doing there?
Hold on. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Where are we putting it? I wonder
Let's
where we're placing.
Target that one single person. Now, what do you think?
God. Okay, so it's going to be placed. So it's you put it right there. Yeah, that hits everybody. And I believe it's what? How many? 5d6? Is it 5d6?
Yeah, I think that's what.
I
Joshua
think 15 points of damage to all of these things. It doesn't kill them, but they are not happy campers. Let's put it that way.
Thanks, audience. Trying to get us killed. Sheesh. All right. So go here. Go here.
Those are not
go
there.
here.
Those are not there.
Oh, I don't see them. Okay.
Right. They're all ethereal. The
Um,
only ones you can see are these over here.
Okay. I'll start making my way up that way. Hold on.
I do say I'm gonna do the same.
Okay. So these guys will start making their way up this way.
All right.
Now in my turn.
Okay. So that leaves. All right. So that's 40. That's going to just run. So it's going to be right there.
It's trying to get to me.
It's trying. That will end its turn, and at the end of its turn, as it's moving, it can ethereal jolt. Clink.
So I fly up and I will stay 30 foot in the air. So if they decide to come back in and try to attack me, they will be falling.
Gotcha.
And then I fireball those others over there.
God, you can cast fireball. You don't need to redeem any points, do you?
Yeah.
God. I'm just gonna roll one global reflex, but I don't think they ain't got much of a reflex. They're more, yeah, they got a 4. So we'll go bing. Yeah, will an 8 be half of your? No, they're all dead.
No.
Shit. Okay, dead. 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 A dead. And a dead. Damn it. So we'll go ahead and remove him off. Move him off. Move him off. Remove him off. All right. Reggie, have you finished murdering people?
Yes. And don't forget I'm 30 feet up.
Right. All right. That's off. So it'll be Rigbeer.
Okay. Rigbeer.
And
Well, first, let me do.
real quick, I
Go
yell
on.
out, "They went to the ethereal. They'll be back."
Rigbeer, who is invisible, and so this thing is denied its dex against him,
Okay.
is going to bite, and
I think there's only one of them it's this one, right?
Right.
No.
No.
They're no. Yes.
that one you did not jump into the ether, did it?
Yeah,
Oh, it did?
No.
all of them did.
They all did. They all did.
Oh, okay. Then he is going to ready his action. So if one of them appears, he is going to eat or bite it.
Okay.
And what Rapier is going to do is come over here, and that means everyone. Everyone will now have except for Reggie because he's high up. Rigger is flying about 10 feet up, but that still means Krill and Rufus and everyone gets +4 deflection and resistance. And I am going to.
What action are you readying? Just like
He's
Star
biting.
Strider.
Star Strider is biting. He's readying a bite. Rigbeer, I'll do a restoration on you, Balin, once this is over, because I can remove all the temporary ability drain.
Okay.
So
I like potatoes.
Rigbeer will will ready a magic missile. Or when one of these things appears.
Gotcha. Okay. Sir Balon,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Okay. Oh, we have a. Actually, hold on. Let me look this up. Alright. Something. I'm actually going to. I'm just gonna sort it.
But here's the thing: they're all disappeared.
Oh. There's like no way of like.
Not unless
them.
you can jump. Not unless you can jump into the ethereal plane.
All right. That's
Which you can set a ready action.
Yeah, I'll set a ready action. Yeah. Do that.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
All right. So this one to move when it moves, it has to drop out of ethereal.
Yeah.
We'll get before it can move. You do get your attack your ready action will go off.
Right.
And Rigbeers will go off also because you said anyone that pops up, right?
Yeah.
So it's at a Star Strider's bite range, but you can definitely fire the magic missile though.
I will magic missile him. Hold on, I don't have that built.
That's
I
what
just realized.
it's.
So 5d4. 5d4 plus 5. Oh, sorry, you did it. Thank you. Plus 5, so that's 9.
So
19.
19. Okay, and with that hits. With all of that, that's enough to splatter it as soon as it comes back into existence.
In a radiant attack, though, you only get one attack.
Well, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Still,
no,
25 hit. In the between the 31 and the 19 damage, that's enough to kill it.
Yeah. My bad.
All right. Krill.
I'll drop down next to these two. Let's do it this way. I'm going to do 2 attacks against the one to my right first.
They're in the ethereal.
They're in the ethereal.
Oh, my bad. I guess I should have paid attention to the marker there. So they're all in ethereal, so I guess I'll stay in the air until something shows itself. Then I can't move, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Let me see if I can. I'll cast an ability on it if something shows up.
You gotta tell. What are you readying?
Yep, I'm gonna do. I guess an energy burst would be the best thing to use.
Okay. All this one.
So I
Pops
will
out.
use.
When it pops out, you're the only one that can do anything because you set the ready action.
Yep. So I will cast Energy Burst. I'll use Sonic because not many things have resistance to Sonic. So I'll use
Okay.
Sound Waves. It's Give me a second. I'm trying to see it. Exposure creates no pressure since the power extends outwardly. It doesn't tell me if it's a hit, so I gotta look it up. Sorry. It's page 101. Energy burst. It doesn't give me a DC, so that's what I'm trying to check on right quick. Thought I had all that in there for you. I apologize.
Saving throw reflex half or fortitude for half.
All right.
Since it's sound, I'm gonna go with fortitude. Whatever your spell save DC is.
Yeah, spell save DC for this one's gonna be an 18.
Gotcha.
I didn't realize I didn't have the DC in there. I apologize.
So it fails.
All right, so it'll be 5. Why does it say an E? 5D.
5d6.
Thank you. For some odd reason, when I copied and pasted it, put an E, not a 6. Alright, so I'll roll you 5d6. Doop, doop. There you go. That's only going to be 19 points of sonic damage to whatever that is.
Alright, so I guess this is close enough for the dog to bite also.
Okay. So Rigbeer will try to bite. Or not Rigbeer, Silent Strider.
That was 5
Try
points.
to bite. Why is this acting up?
What's his to hit? And I'll roll it.
His to hit is... God, it's all caught up in here.
You got a 14 plus whatever his to hit is.
Okay, 10, 11, 12. He has a plus 12.
Alright, so that's plenty enough to hit the creature.
And he does 1d8 plus 5. I don't know what's gone wrong with his character sheet. Let me close it out and start it.
9 damage coupled with Krill's attack. That is enough to take it down.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Now they're coming through. Okay.
All right. Okay, so we have this one pops out of Ethereal. Since everyone's already used their stuff, it's going to stay where he's at because he removes attack opportunity against Balon. What is your touch AC, Krill?
Well, seeing Krill's in the air, so are they flying?
Oh, that's right. They are not. So, Balon it is.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Balon, are you going to be eating paint chips after this fight?
Aren't I also floating?
You also have a plus 4 deflection, by the way.
So,
Yeah.
that's not enough. Even with your AC, you're at an 8, it's still not enough. So, he misses.
He's now at a 22.
Right. So,
But,
he
that
jumps
is a
back
good
into
question.
Ethereal Plane. And Sven.
He's gonna look a little dumbfounded.
Because he just seen an explosion and all the enemies just die.
Yeah, and not know what's going on. So Wolfpack will move towards everybody. Where did everybody go? And that'll be my turn. I'll ready in action if something pops up. But yeah. Where'd he come from?
The Ether.
I'm muted. Shit. Okay. It moves forward and it attacks Rigbeer. I'm assuming a 27 will hit your touch AC.
Hold on. With the deflection, I'm not sure. Let me get over to Rigbeer. His AC. Let's see. His touch AC is a 25 right now. So yes.
He takes
Is that
one
in-
So
point.
it will. Yeah, it'll hit me.
Yeah.
Did that
One-
include the 4 that I gave you?
Oh no, it didn't.
Then
That'll
it
be a
doesn't.
29 then.
And it does not hit. But it does not go into the ethereal.
Oh, also I'm invisible.
Oh, you're invisible.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
Starstrider and I are invisible.
Okay. Then we're just gonna do this toward Caleb then, since you weren't a valid target to begin with.
Hmm.
We'll just do it over and do it against Balon. It's a 29.
Oh god.
Your touch AC was 18, but the plus 4 from plus 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is a 26 touch AC that you have, still enough to hit you, so you take 1 point.
Ah.
Another one. So you've taken
Three.
what? 3 so far?
Er,
But it does not go into the ethereal plane. Reggie.
Reggie goes to the ethereal plane, goes up to that one and goes, bye.
And murders the shit out of it. Dead. And dead.
there.
Those crits were nice.
Yeah. And it goes down.
And that's my turn.
Rigbeer.
Are all of them dead?
But one. This one right here.
And he's on the regular plane.
Yeah. He didn't go
Okay. Then Rigbeer will come over and try to kill it.
Okay.
Not Rigbeer.
Starstrider.
Starstrider will come over and try to kill it. Let's see. It's going to do a full attack. He is not. Actually, he is flanking with Rufus.
Right.
And
Oh, does he get both those attacks?
yep, he gets both of them.
So that's enough to hit both of them to hit. So that is, what is it, 18 points of damage?
18. Yep.
It had already been hit once already and was low health, and it goes down.
And I do a restoration on Balin.
That gives him back what, one big
Beer.
Is it
No, it
1d4?
actually gets rid of all temporary.
Gotcha.
Because I'm doing restoration, not lesser restoration.
Gotcha. Yeah. All your intellect comes back, Caleb.
Okay.
All right. So this is where we're going to end for the night because it is a little bit later than what I wanted. But
Must be nice to have the full party going down inside.
we'll just say that you searched everything here. You don't really find anything. You find a lot more bodies, things of that nature. But I am going to do a little bit of a prerequisite for next game. As you guys head forward, you may get to the entrance to the mine. And you see these creatures. Big, giant, they're huge size.
Fun. Fun.
And I believe that is this one.
It's just a giant foot slayer.
ultimately, that's what it is. Technically, they're a different creature, but they're within the same category. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Before we end, I need. Do you have the? I'm going to give this to you, Creel, because you are the Scion. And under the rules, D&D, if I have a player that is psionic, I have to introduce at some point psionic stuff. You get a lot of psionic vibes coming. I'm going to give you a free detect psionics. Okay?
All right.
A lot. But that is where...
Off of all the creatures that are in there right now? Or just off the big ones?
Oh, yeah. Both. It's coming from inside the mine and these things.
Excellent. All right, cool.
All right, and we will end right there. So if you want to take it away.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. If you want to see what happens next, do we get devoured by these giant thought devourers or whatever the heck you had them listed as? In 2 weeks, you can catch us here again at 7 o'clock to decide and see what happens. And maybe we'll survive, maybe we won't. If you can't wait that long for your tabletop RPG needs, we have Mutants and Masterminds tomorrow night. We have Torganized Play on Wednesday night, and we have our new GUI Reincarnate, which should be back on Saturday. So, with that, remember we're all in this adventure called life together, so keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.